Hey, here again with my weekly update. It's been 5 weeks on tea. Actually, it's going to be a short update since there are other things I'm going to discuss in this video. In regards to the tea update, really not much to report. I mean, voice, nothing. I'm feeling that scratchy feeling in my voice still, but I think that's just at this point been it's a mixture of allergies and the tea maybe. Mood has been I guess I was feeling a bit down on Monday, but I think that was because it was the day before my most recent shot, and I was just feeling that testosterone crash that I keep hearing about. So but now I'm feeling much better. The tea is a great mood booster, I guess. Yeah, at least I know that by Monday I know it's time to take another shot. My period is still non-existent. I'm really happy about that. It's been over 40 days since my last period, and I don't know. I'm still kind of keeping my expectations low because maybe it's just the one ovary that's shut down, and the other ovary is probably still functioning, and I'll probably get my period next month. But I'm hoping that this is actually the last time. February was like the last time I'll ever have my period for a long time, and I'm excited about that. So that's really all I have so far in terms of tea updates. Sorry, my throat's a little dry. I did mention in my previous video that I woke up earlier that week with a nasty red rash on my neck. Turns out that rash was actually from the Proactive I had used. I used it once and I haven't used it since. I did use Proactive about 10 years ago in college. I didn't have any reactions like that, so I assumed it was okay, and I didn't spot test when I used it this time. But I guess my skin's changed over time, or their formulas changed, and I developed a really bad rash. I should have known when there was a burning sensation as I put it on, and I kind of ignored it because all acne medication will have some kind of burning from my experience. It got really red and puffy and really itchy, and late last week it was peeling a lot, sort of like a bad sunburn. My face also, my whole face and neck just kind of looked like I had dandruff, and it was all flaky and peely, and after a good exfoliation I got rid of all of that peeling, and right now my skin feels really smooth actually. So I can thank that experience for making my skin the way it is right now. I know it's not going to last for long, and acne is going to come back in full force at some point. I know there's I woke up with one on my chin that was bleeding for some reason. I didn't scratch it or anything, but it was just bleeding. So that was a fun experience, but I know now that I'm not going to use the Proactive again. I'm just going to stick with the regular stuff that I get at the drugstore. Alright, so what else do I have here on the agenda? Oh yeah, so today, actually a few hours ago, I had just come back from the police station because I had to get my fingerprints done. This Friday I'm going to be meeting with a couple of lawyers in town that will help me out in submitting my name change petition, and a part of that process is that they require my fingerprints. So I went down to the local police station. It was a couple miles from here. I took an Uber, gave them my fingerprint card, paid $10, and the policeman got out his stamp pad and did my fingerprints, and that entire process was like 5 minutes, and it was really easy to do. Here's the actual fingerprint card that I got. What I did is depending on the place that you go to, they may or may not have those fingerprint cards readily available. I was told the first time I called the police station, they told me I need to bring my own card. The second time I called just to confirm that they were doing that today, they told me that they had the cards available. But when I went there this afternoon, they asked me for me to provide the card for them, and luckily earlier this week I went on Amazon and bought several cards. I bought a 3-pack. It's less than $5 for a pack of 3. they're sold, I think they're sold by the FBI. I'm not sure anybody could label themselves the FBI on Amazon, but anyway, yeah, so I got official cards that I bought on Amazon on Monday, and they arrived here on Wednesday because I had Prime membership, so it ships really fast. So yeah, I got that done. You can also get the cards online on the official FBI website. They actually have a PDF that you could print out on your own printer. I wouldn't recommend it though, because I suggest getting actual fingerprint cards instead, because then you'll know that for sure that paper will accept the ink. When you print it out at home, you could print it out on cardstock or just normal copy paper, but there's no guarantee that it'll smudge or anything. I almost printed it out on copy paper until I did a bit of searching and realized that I could get them on Amazon too. I think the FBI also sells them directly on their website, but I heard it takes a lot longer for them to get here, and I needed mine fairly quickly, so I went on Amazon to get them. So yeah, I'm excited about the name change appointment this Friday. I don't know what it'll entail. I'm going to meet with a couple lawyers. These are pro bono lawyers from the, I think it's the TLDEF, Transgender Legal Defense and Education Fund. I think that's what it's called. I'll put a link in the comments section of this video. Yeah, so I got assigned a couple of lawyers through that organization. I applied for it back in November, and really they called me a couple weeks ago, and it took that long for them to match me with a lawyer, because I'm assuming there are just a ton of trans people out there using this system. More info on that could be seen on my blog at ftman.ly if you wanted to know more about this organization. But anyway, so I'm going to meet with them downtown this Friday, and they're gonna I guess help me out with the process. They asked me for the fingerprint card, which is why I went out today to get that. They did send me a copy of the petition this morning. I read it through to make sure everything was okay. There are a few changes on it, like my dead middle name is still there as my new name, as a part of my new name, and I want to get that changed. It's a feminine middle name, and I don't really have a preference for a masculine middle name, so I'm just gonna reduce it to just a single letter if they'll let me. If not, I don't know, I'll pick some cool sounding name or something. I don't know. I'm not really. I barely have a preference for my first name to begin with. So I just picked the masculine version of my birth name. But anyway, yeah, I'm excited about it, and I hope. I don't know for sure if this Friday's appointment will get me the actual court order, or if it's just going to start that process, and they'll probably maybe give me a future date for the court order to be filed. And yeah, so I also have an eye doctor appointment that day, so it's going to be a busy day. I'm going to have to tell my boss that I'm going to be off on Friday for all of that. Speaking of my boss, I still have not come out at work. I keep forgetting to email that letter. I have a very specific window that I want to email that letter, and it's either between 8 and 9 p.m. or Friday morning. And I just keep forgetting, because I've just been so busy with work that I keep forgetting to like paste my letter into an email and then send it out to my boss. Maybe I'll give it another shot tonight. I just don't want to send it to my boss and then have him call me immediately afterwards, because I don't know. Friday is going to be tricky because I'm going to be busy all day, so I'm probably not going to. Maybe I'll send it later that day. But yeah, and I just don't want to send the email and then my boss calls me when I'm in the middle of doing something else or something. So I really just want to send it during a time where I'm not busy, so we have time to talk about it on the phone if need be. But yeah, it's not really a fear of not being accepted. It's more of a convenience thing, really. And I'm very, very particular about that. What else? I guess that's really it for this video. I've been thinking about other ideas for videos, because I don't want to just do like a weekly tea update, because I know, especially now or I guess not now, but every updating every week. Usually nothing much will happen, and I want to kind of reduce that to every 2 weeks or maybe monthly. But I also still want to keep making videos because I don't know, I kind of like it. Not really for the views, but I guess just it gives me a place to vent and stuff like that when I can't do that with my therapist. So I mean, a couple things I'm thinking about doing is maybe a video solely on how I knew I was trans, and maybe one on on the process I went through on how to get tea. But if anybody has suggestions of the like 1 or 2 people watching these videos, if any of you have suggestions on what else I should talk about in my videos, just let me know in the comments or email me. My email is on my website at ftman.ly. Yeah, so, and that's really it for this video. Stay safe out there, especially people in the UK, because just minutes ago I heard that something really bad happened there, and I hope everybody is okay, and the world sucks, and so just stay strong and stay safe, and good luck out there. And everybody else in the world, thank you for watching my videos as well, and everybody just have a good time, take care of yourselves, and thank you.